but these are absolutely crazy. Look at that. They're so bright. Like, oh my goodness. That looks insane. Welcome back to another banger video. And in this video, we're doing the LED lights part 2, but these ones are like insane. So let me show y'all. So we're gonna get started on this. This actually looks insane. Absolutely insane. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want it, but this is gonna literally change the whole interior of the car. It's gonna look 10 times better, so let's get right into it. Oh my god, if you guys didn't know, my older video, I've done these light installation video. I had the older one where it was like clear tube thing. These are actual LED all the way throughout. So we're gonna install these, and these are gonna look insane. These are gonna look professional. So let's go ahead and install it, and I'll show you how you can do it. It should be super easy. So here we are. I got them all together so we can see what we got. I'm doing. Alrighty guys, so here at the end of these lights, right, there's these connectors. I mean, I don't know if all of them are gonna be the same or not, but you can literally also pull it from here, and they like come out, right? All right, so as you can see, when you unplug it, it looks like that. So I guess you can do the install and then plug it up at the end. It's probably easiest that way. I think I'm gonna try it that way first. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with door 1 right here. So let's see if I can just squeeze it in there easily. Well, it is going in there. Alright guys, so we got it right here. I think maybe I should have started it on the very edge. We'll redo it. So let me show you, because I wasn't recording. So literally, you just have to stick it in there like that, right? Pause. And you just keep pushing. I mean, you're gonna have to be a little, you know, rough and work with it, but push it in there like that. And literally, this is what you're doing. Wherever you find gaps in your car, like in the doors and stuff, where you think it will look right and natural, just literally put it wherever you can. Alrighty guys, so here we are. I'm gonna get this corner right. It's a little tough, but it's looking pretty darn good, not gonna lie. So sorry about the camera getting a little blurry. Alright guys, we're gonna start with this door now. So let's see. Dang, cars are gonna make noise here. And guys, you guys can probably cable manage this better. I'm just gonna leave it hanging right here. I honestly don't care. I'm not gonna reroute it through this whole, I'm not gonna pull this whole thing apart. Like I said, I done this on a, actually even worse lights than these. I did on the $60,000 car that I had, and people were complaining about it. And this is $100,000 Hellcat, and I'm still doing it the same shitty way. So you can do it how you want. I'm just gonna do it like this, just in case I have to take it off at any time. So that's how we're gonna rock with this. So reroute it how you want, but this is how I'm doing it. You guys can copy me if you want. This is the easiest way to do it. It's also the laziest way to do it too. So that's it. Let's get it. All right guys, it's getting dark. I'm gonna lower the steering wheel all the way. I kept the longest one for the dash. Now, let me figure this out, how I'm gonna do it. We got, I'll start it on this end. So we're gonna do one right here. Shitty lights. We're gonna do one right here. Damn, I got this light too much far in there. Alright guys, I apologize for the bad lighting, but I'm gonna keep it transparent with y'all. As you can see, to do this area right here, I had to use this tool, this yellow tool, push it up in this. So let me show you. So I had to freaking push it up in these gaps, right? And I popped this side out. And I was able to stick these LED in, but when I pushed the dash back in, it pushed the LED out. So you can see the black, right? It's out in the bottom right here. It's only out in this corner, but up here, it's in. So it's in all the way up here. So I'm sorry I didn't record this. It's very difficult to like try to record and do this at the same time, but that's what you'll have to do. Here, as you can see, I went way too deep in there. So I'm gonna have to stick that LED out. or pull it out a little bit and realign it. Alrighty guys, I'm sweating. This shit is difficult. It's looking okay. See how the light is sticking out? You can barely see it because it's black. The back side of it is black, right? So look, see the edge of it sticking out? So that's the only issue on this side, on this corner. But from there, it tucks in. So got it tucked in, tucked in, tucked in, tucked in. And then we have a second pair, right? As you can see, like that little gap right there. Maybe I need to make it more flush right there. So I'll probably fix that. And then this is how I'm using the tool to fix it. So you're creating little gaps as you go, and then you can push in the light from there as you create the gap with this little tool. So that's how I'm doing it. That's a little progress. Alrighty guys, the only goofy thing on this one is probably the middle console that I did. It looks a little goofy. It's not that it's not terrible, but it's not the best. You can see it right here. Like, I just didn't do an amazing job. Yeah, I did a 3M right here, 3M tape. But that's how it's looking. I'll show you guys when the whole thing is done. Cables laid out. We got 3 that are very long and then 3 that are like medium size. So the 3 long ones, I'm going to use it for the doors, even though I don't think I necessarily need to, but I'm going to use the long ones for the doors and then short ones for the middle console area. Alrighty guys, so we have 3 right here. I got 1 plugged up. So this is one of the dash ones. You can literally stick your hand through this and then pull this wire through the bottom over here. So that's where we're at with this. So I'm going to plug these up. There's 1, 2. I got 1 plugged in, so I'm going to plug in the second one. And then the third one will be the middle console one right here. So we're going to plug that up. So let me do that real quick. Alrighty guys, so I got 2 of them plugged up right here. And we're just going to let them sit right there. And obviously they go through that hole to down here. And then we're going to just tuck it in over on this side. Literally easy. It just goes in. And I'm going to put this whole module thing probably around somewhere below my seat over here. So let me do this and I'll show you. So I'm going to tuck these in. And then my third one right here is going to plug into our middle console. One of the middle console one right here. And I'm just literally going to tuck it in here in this corner and into there. So let me get back to y'all. Alrighty guys, so here's our module. I haven't plugged in the module. Here's our 3 cables, including the ones for the middle dash, right? Middle dash. And we got the console, 1 console going right here, tucked in right there. And then rest of these, I zip tied it. I'm just going to tuck it right under the seat right there, right? And then 3 of these cables are going to go in the back seat. So rest of these, 1 will go to this side over here. So let's do that real quick. And then 2 will go on the other side. So let me do these real fast. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to probably guide it below the seat. So it's just 1, right? 2 of them will go on the other side. Actually, let me just separate 2. Freaking getting tangled up. Alrighty guys, so these 2, I'll put them on the seat for now because they're gonna go in the back to the other side. And then this one, we're gonna tuck it. We're gonna feed it under this, and then we're gonna tuck it under this thing right here. So right here, I'm gonna tuck it under there, tuck it here, tuck it there, pull it right here. Obviously it's gonna be visible right here, and then we're just gonna pull it somewhere here. So I'll show y'all once it's done. Alrighty guys, y'all can definitely do a better job than me, but this is how I did it. You can do it this way if you want, but we got that cable we fed it over here around this part, fed it inside here, and then you go here, and then we got it up here. And I'm just gonna leave it hanging right there. So you guys can tie it over in this tube if you want, or feed it through that tube from the inside. I don't know how to do that. You could probably find a YouTube video or something on that, but we got it like little ghetto setup right here, and then we got it tucked in right here, and then connectors right here. Just gonna leave it like that, and then here's our light. So that's that. We got 2 cables now right here. I'm gonna go through the back end, do the cable management on those. But yep, that cable comes all the way from there to here. You can actually see it. So I'm gonna tuck that in. It goes in there, all the way under, over here, and then into the pretty much where it ends. So now we're gonna do the other two, and I'm gonna tuck them in the back. So I'll show you how I'm gonna tuck those. These, I'm gonna tuck them in here like that. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna tuck it all the way around here. We're gonna go to the side, and then we're gonna go to the door. All right, guys, so I try to run this cord. Okay, I got it tucked in right here. Hold on. Gotta tuck it in better. So obviously you can see it right here. That's for the middle console. That's the console one right here. And the other one for the door, I try to run it through the bottom here and into here and there. And yeah, but it was too short. So what I ended up doing is I ran that wire from there. So we got it from the back, right? So back to the middle console, it's tucked in around this piece. The plastic piece goes all the way around the car, right? So it's tucked in there, tucked in here, tucked in there. And we got it tucked in over there behind that. This piece is literally loose as heck. So you can just put it behind there, behind here. It literally just slides in there, bam, and then bam, and I got it plugged up right here. So just like that, that's how it looks. The only downside, like I said, is this little cable. It is what it is. Doesn't look bad though. All right, guys, so fix this side. Here we go. Tucked it behind there, tucked it in there. It's hidden in there. And then here it is. Put water bottle. Now it's covered. But let me show you the results during daytime. Put that up. So the lights I have again is the 6-in-1. They have a 10-in-1, which is like a hardwired one. I don't want to do that. So here we are. All right, guys. So we have it installed. Bam. Middle console dash the door. Now I have it plugged in here. It's a lot better here. They also turn off. Like let's say when you turn off the car right now, look, that's on. In is on. That's out right now. In, that's on. Obviously you don't see it, but when you turn on the car, that's when they turn on, or when you put it in the accessory mode. So when you turn off the car and walk away, they turn off. So here it is, the final results. This is during day. You can see it like synchronizing, whatever. Look at that. Insane. All right, so this is literally during the day. Look how bright that is. That's actually insane. Okay, hold on. We got a little remote. You also have an app on that little module down there. There's a QR code. You scan that QR code to download the app. You also get a remote, which, let's see, you can adjust the brightness and stuff with. Oh yeah, look, they're getting dim. Oh, that's the lowest it goes. Okay. This is full bright, max right there. That's actually absolutely insane. Oh my God. Look at that, yo. That's red. Green. Wow, green looks crazy too. Got blue. Blue's not my favorite. It looks alright. Doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. Purple looks pretty fire. Night's gonna be crazy. Then we got white. White looks pretty solid, not gonna lie. But the red actually goes crazy, y'all. The red probably pops the most right now during the day. The green too. I don't know. They all look good. What the heck? But this is actually crazy. Auto? What's auto? Oh, auto is the little rainbow color, right? So that's good. You can make the speed slower or faster, depending on how you want it. That's the fastest one right here. Wow, that's pretty neat. And then off. Let me know what y'all think of these lights. They look actually insane. So if you want them, link in the description, get them. Read the description. You'll get 4 pieces that are the same length. One's gonna be a short, and then one's gonna be a very longer than all the other ones. So 6-in-1 kit. They're so bright in the dark, but as you can see, we're in my garage. It's pretty dark in the car, but just imagine how bright it is at night. And I'm pretty sure this is at 50%. At 100%, it's like super bright. I don't recommend that. Driving like that at night, you're gonna be lit up and everyone's gonna see your bright ass face. But here it is. This is how they start up. Let me just give you like a wide angle. but these are absolutely crazy. Look at that. They're so bright. Like, oh my goodness. That looks insane. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. But look how bright it is. Look at my hand. Look at it. See it? Like, that is crazy. Look at my shirt. Yo, check these out. I'll leave the link in the description. I bought them. The first pair I bought off of TikTok ones. They were getting hot, but I'll leave the link in the description. I got these from Rivera. So check them out. Here we go. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.